Are you able to forgive? There's a thing that says, I can forgive, but I can't forget. Are you able to move forward from this thing? Are you able to heal? Those are all the questions you're probably asking yourself right now in regards to broken trust. Someone broke your trust. Someone took something that was precious that you gave them, and not only did they take advantage of it, they actually destroyed it. They actually fragmented it to a place where it is irreparable. Is that what you're dealing with today? Broken trust? Whether it's infidelity, whether it's somebody lying to you, whether it's a broken relationship or a separation of relationship. Has your trust been shattered? Today we're going to talk about broken trust and how to rebuild trust, or if it's possible to rebuild trust, and how you should go about doing that. Trust is a very important aspect of a relationship. In my opinion, as a life coach, a spiritual counselor, I think that without trust in the relationship will suffer. There's no way of continuing a relationship without trust, without someone or both parties being affected negatively. You can live in your separate quarters, you can sleep in your separate beds. But the truth of the matter is, if you're content living that way, that's one thing. If you're not, then you need to address the issue. Most people have gotten used to the whole aspect of not doing anything about things that need to be taken care of. We accept that our fate is what it is, and we decide we're going to live with it. But trust is something that needs to be addressed. But I'm not of the opinion of other people that the person that wounded you, the person that broke your trust, is really the person who has to be a catalyst in repairing the trust. Many people will tell you, you know what, he has to prove to me that I can trust him again. How is he going to prove to you that you can trust him again? Is he going to be at your side 24/7? Is he going to call you every time he goes from one place to the other? Is he going to come home when you says he will come home? That's not building trust. What that is putting a lot of pressure on the relationship for the relationship to succeed, and hoping that the amount of pressure can allow the relationship to sustain itself. In my opinion, when trust is broken, you need to look inward, not just at the other person that broke your trust, whether, like I said, is infidelity, lying, a broken relationship, regardless of how the trust was broken. It is not for you to look at the other person. But we tend to do that. We want this person to fix what they broke. And that's a fair expectation. It's a realistic expectation. But think about this. How can they fix what was broken? It's like having a piece of material and it rips down the middle. You have to sew the middle of the material back together, and there's no way the material will ever be the same. It will have that scar. It's a permanent scar, and it's a permanent reminder of how the trust was broken to start with. And that's an issue for many in a relationship, because a lot of people say they want to forgive, but the aspect of forgetting is what interrupts the whole rebuilding or the ability to forgive. How many of you, when your heart is broken and you have the constant reminder of the heartbreak, how are you able to heal? Can healing take place with the source of your constant or the consternation of what caused you this pain constantly being present? It can, but it's not going to be easy. So how do you get this trust back, Ingrid? Let me tell you. For me, when trust is broken, or if trust has been broken, yeah, I'm going to go through all the emotion of pain, the emotion of disappointment, the emotion of disillusionment. You never thought this person would hurt you in this way. You never thought they could possibly hurt you in this way, yet it happened. Yet they did. So the first part, like I said earlier, is acceptance. You accept that it did occur. You don't deny it. Don't pretend it never happened and try to sweep it under the rug. Don't give the other person a list of mandates or ultimatums that must be carried out in order for the trust to resurface or for the trust to be built back. Those things don't work. What happened is that the other person will crack under pressure, or the other person will start resenting the pressure that you're putting on them, because the issue is not you fixing the other person. The issue is you looking within yourself to see how you can build back your confidence that was shattered. When trust is broken, your confidence gets shattered. Not your confidence in the other person, but also your confidence in, why did I not see this coming? Why did I not know this would come? How come I didn't believe this about this person? Am I dumb? Am I stupid? Am I naive? And you ask yourself all these questions that are filled with self-doubt and deteriorate the fabric of your being. So it's you who have suffered this injury. And then you lash out at the other person, expecting them to fix something that really took place within yourself. I'm not saying that what they did was right. I'm not saying that infidelity is right at all. I have different thoughts and different views on that, and I'll share that with you as I continue these segments of videos. What I'm suggesting today is that you need to rebuild yourself. When trust is broken, the person who has been injured needs to deal with themselves, not deal with just the issue, because the issue is one thing. You have to deal with the issue in order for it not to be repeated. But you have to deal with yourself because you have a decision to make. When the trust is broken, the decision to make is, I didn't allow it, but now I have to put boundaries in place. I have to decide if I want to move forward in this relationship. Moving forward in a relationship where trust has been broken is not easy. People who have been hurt, people who have been devalued by the act of infidelity will tell you that it's a wound that travels deep and it sometimes never heals, or healing takes a long time to occur. But what helps you to heal? Like I said, acceptance is the first. The second thing is recognizing that you were done something that you did not expect. And you have to accept that it did happen, like I said. This thing did happen. What next? Next, you have a decision to make. What's that decision? That decision is to whether you're going to stay in a relationship or the person is going to stay in your life. Those are the only two decisions to make. You can walk away or you can choose to stay. It's very easy. If you choose to stay, there's no judgment. If you choose to stay, then you recognize that you have to change your outlook. You have to accept not only that you were wounded, but you have to also accept now that you are willing to heal and you're willing to move past the incident to give the person another chance. Does that mean they're not going to do it again? I never said that. But what I'm saying is the process for forgiveness, the process for broken trust and finding your way back to a place where you can trust always starts with you, the person who sustained the injury. The other person may believe or may feel badly about the incident, and they really understand that there's remorse, and they might want to show you that they can be trusted. But that's not the end all or be all of rebuilding the trust. Just because they have a desire now to prove to you that they can be trusted, it does not lessen in any degree the fact that you are the one that has to decide if you can trust again. The trust is not about them. The trust is about you. You have to determine if you want to look at the person that you once knew so intimately and decide if this person is now a stranger in your home to whom you have to familiarize yourself with, or if this person is still the person you love, but you're now waking up and seeing another dynamic to that person. You're now seeing another side of them. I believe that trust can be rebuilt, but I believe that it has to be a realistic process. The process cannot ignore your feelings, and you cannot force someone else to make you trust them. That's a big mistake in relationships or broken trust. You cannot force another person to prove to you that they're trustworthy, because once trust is broken, it's been broken. The only thing left to do is to rebuild, and you rebuild not from where you left off. You rebuild by starting over. You start over, you try to get to know the person, you get to understand them, you get to understand their motives. And after you understand their motives and you determine, you know what, this is going to happen again, or there's an inkling that you cannot trust them, move on. Don't stay around. Don't torture yourself. Don't try to turn somebody in or what did they say? Don't try to build your man or build your woman. Leave them alone. If that person doesn't have what it takes to honor you as an individual, to give you the trust that you deserve, to treat you the way that you want to be treated, then you have to move on. It's for your own sake. It's for your own growth. It's for your own development. But in saying all that, I am a firm believer that it takes two. And it takes that other person being remorseful. It takes that other person recognizing that something precious was stolen, something precious was destroyed. And it takes both of you deciding that you want to rebuild on what you have. And all that stands between you two that is able to rebuild the broken trust is your love. If there's no love there on a deep level, then please move on. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your children. You owe it to your family to be your best self. My name is Ingrid Felton. If this was of any benefit to you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like my videos. Your comments are always welcome. I am always a proponent for those of you who want to help me grow, because as I share with you, I also think that you should share with me your views. And please visit my website, thejourneyoftruth.com. I look forward to talking to you again. This is just, like I said, these are only a sampling, and there's more to come. Have a great day.